Welcome to our special, Mending the Human Brain, in which we examine new experimental treatments for two devastating neurological disorders, Alzheimer's disease and Lou Gehrig's disease. I'm Michael Von Hendy, and I'll be accompanying you on your exciting journey to mend the human mind. Two new drugs, NAP for memory and ADNF9 for motor activity, have been tested in rodents and humans and show promise in promoting cell survival and growth, as well as the restoration of damaged synaptic connections via the growth of new axons. However, before examining the science behind the drugs, let's familiarize ourselves with these two new neurodegenerative disorders. Alzheimer's disease, or AD, causes severe memory and cognitive deficits. According to pharmaceutical researcher Youssef Sari, neuronal cell death in the cortical area of the brain causes irreversible progression of dementia. Essentially, an individual's brain degrades, and he or she literally loses control of his or her mind. Although the cause of Alzheimer's disease is officially unknown, it is believed to be linked to the neurotoxic effect of extremely high concentrations of beta-amyloid peptides in the brain. This protein imbalance destroys the lining of brain cells, progressively rendering larger and larger areas of the brain completely useless. Commonly known as Lou Gehrig's disease, ALS affects motor neurons, the brainstem, and the spinal cord, causing a progressive loss of control of the patient's body. Often, the disease ends in muscular dystrophy, paralysis, then respiratory failure as the muscular paralysis reaches the lungs. Similarly to AD, the exact trigger of ALS is unknown. However, several potential factors may increase the incidence of the disease, such as mitochondrial dysfunction, oxidative stress, protein aggregation, protein misfolding, and several others. Translating all this medical jargon, these triggers can be flaws in the fundamental building blocks of your body, lack of oxygen to the brain, a chemical imbalance in the brain, or even damaged internal parts of brain cells themselves. These two new medicines penetrate the blood-brain barrier to help reassemble the damaged brain cells. Also, these drugs can regulate the chemical pathways in the brain, balancing harmful brain chemistry associated with these neurodegenerative diseases. Not only are these drugs capable of stopping the progression of AD and ALS, but in many cases they can even reverse the brain damage caused by these diseases. Thousands of Americans are plagued by neurodegenerative disorders. NAP and ADNF9, the two new experimental drugs, are both shining beacons of hope for treating Americans with Alzheimer's and Lou Gehrig's, for they offer major progress in restoring brain function in the young and elderly afflicted with these degenerative disorders.